Hi, Shannon Crow of MamaNurture here. I wanted to dive into legs up the wall for the pregnant student and show you how you can modify this pose for every pregnant student. So sometimes we think, well, not all prenatal yoga students, pregnant bodies can lie on the back. And if you're wondering about that, go back to our Shavasana video. But I wanted to show you specifically for the legs up the wall how we can ensure that each pregnant student can do this, because it is such a beneficial pose. Pregnancy, often we see things like varicose veins, restless leg syndrome, decreased circulation or swelling, edema. We'll see that. And this pose really helps to relieve that, can even help to relieve hamstrings and low back stuff. So we want to be able to bring the pregnant yoga student into this. So some may be able to lie on their back, and I'll show you that version first. Then I'm going to show you a version where we prop up the right side a little bit just to move that pressure off of the vena cava. And then lastly, I'm going to show you my favorite, which I think is safe for all pregnant students, even all the way up to third trimester. They're going to love you for it. Okay, so first of all, to come into legs up the wall can be a little bit tricky. It's important to come all the way to the wall. And some students need support underneath the low back for this, so you can offer that to them. They're going to come down to lie down on their side. Pregnant students often like to move a little bit slower, I find, and they don't have to be right against the wall. So here you can play around with lots of different options for legs up the wall. I'm not going to go through all of those here today, but we just let the circulation move back. So that's option one. Option two, and we get, when pregnant students come out of this, or any students for that fact, it's really nice to give them a moment to come out slowly. So the other option is to prop up the right side. So we can bring a blanket underneath the right side. I like to walk around and offer this to students if they decide that they're going to do that. They might feel a little off kilter, but it might be just enough to take that pressure off the vena cava a little bit. So you might have to decide how you're going to roll that blanket. And the last one is really my favorite modification for this pose, because anyone can do it, and you don't have to be off kilter with the blanket. So we come sitting right like we're going to come up, legs up the wall, same as before. Come lying down. You might even support the head with this hand, and then we're going to lift the leg and place it on the wall. Now, if you bring it too high, try this out before you teach it, because it's not straight up and down, or you're going to feel like you're going to fall over. So I want you to bring the foot a little bit further forward. And this gives students the option to come out of it here if they need to, or to bring that foot up to the wall. They can point the toes back towards them. And if you wanted to, you could bring a pillow or a blanket back behind. So I like that they have the option to come out of it here. They might even find a pillow or a blanket to make it more restorative, or rest the head down. And if they're trying to get into the leg a little bit more, toes pointed back towards them is going to give them a little bit more of that. And then they would roll out and repeat the other side. I don't know what it would be like if you rolled all the way over. Some students might be fine with that. Just allow lots of time for the transition. And my favorite after this is to come seated back against the wall to find that support. Before you move on to the other side, or before you move on to another pose, this can be a really nice one as well. Okay. For more poses like that, you can go to mamanurture.ca. We have flows and poses, an online course, and an in-person course. Take care, guys. Have a fantastic day.